Welcome one, welcome all to the Game of Throne House of Le Dragon comedic review. If you don't know what that means, the comedic review is comedic. If you want the serious review, you head on down to Alt Shift X, or you head on down and you visit with heavy spoilers or new rock stars, or you head on down with my boy Charlie over there at Emergency Awesome. Okay. You visit with any of them folks if you want the serious review. This is the comedic review where we talk trash, we black it up, and we have a good time. All right. Got my notes over here. So if you see me looking off to the side, I'm looking at my notes. All right. We welcome you once, we welcome you twice, we welcome you in the name of Jesus Christ. All right. All right, let's get started. First things first, we start off in the Vale. A woman and man chopping it up. And then we see Damon. Okay, he's in his Martin, when Martin went to join the monastery fit and he became a monk, fit with the hood on, right? We find out that he's talking to his lady wife, Lady Rhea Joyce. Come to find out, she ain't even ugly. Okay, I said, hold on. I thought your wife was uglier than a sheep and this and that. I mean, this is a regular Wahite woman, brown hair. You know, she looked regular. She definitely ain't ugly because Game of Thrones be having ugly people. And she wasn't ugly. She regular. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, why you been talking about her crazy? Because she ain't got blonde hair and they ain't related. You know, them Targaryens, they be looking at that coochie, they got that same hair as them. Where my sister at? Where my niece? But a regular woman with different blood, oh no, I got to have my niece. I got to have my sister, my auntie. This regular woman with different parents, yuck. And I'm like, Damon, this woman is, and y'all ain't even consummate just because y'all ain't kin. I said, this woman look like any more body. Y'all ain't kin. So anyway, she's on a horse. And Damon, I don't want peace. I want problems always. Targaryen. He gets the horse to fall on her, right? A hunting accident. And then, and this is why I respect Lady Rhea even the more. She's sitting there hurt, and he walks off. She's like, you couldn't even finish. What you said? Now you know he got erectile dysfunctions. You know he need blue chew, and it don't matter who he's having sex with, his peen don't work. With Masseria, it didn't work. With his niece, it didn't work. The rumor had it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So she says, well, you couldn't finish. Next thing you know, he picks up a rock. Smash cut to a fish's head getting crushed. And you get it. Okay? She's dead at his hands. Okay? Now he dead, or she dead. Next up, we cut to Viserys on the ship heading over to Corlys in them house. Seasick. And let me tell you something about Viserys. That man stay sick. He always just, as Cat Williams said, sick or slow. He had fingers falling off before. Now he got seasick. They said he's seasick. Oh, boy, you ain't been healthy in one episode. You ain't never been full of vigor in one episode. Okay? He just be sick. And I'm sick of him being sick. I need him to touch a hem of a garment because the man can't get well. He just he can't shake it. He's Tiny Tim over here. Well, Larry Strong is Tiny Tim, but he's a sickly individual. Okay. Now they get to the cut to the scene of Otto and your girl, Allison Hightower. And she still believes Ray Ray, and her daddy. Otto's like, you know what? I throw my arms up at you. You think this is a game. Okay, now I'm telling you right now, the reason I chose you and Baby Egan is because if it's Rhaenyra to strengthen her claim, she gonna kill your kids. Okay? This is how the Game of Thrones is played. And they will kill your babies. When Robert Baratheon usurped the throne, he had the mountain, not the hound, the mountain. He had him crushing baby heads, throwing babies against the wall, just so that nobody would have a claim to the Iron Throne. He's like, I don't want that to happen to my grandbabies. I don't want my grandbabies to have their heads and crushed. But you want to play games. And this Game of Thrones, it's not really a game. I mean, it is a game, but it's a game the way that Saw is a game or Squid Game is a game. Yes, it's a game, but you will be dead if you lose. Just like in Squid Game, just like in Saw. This isn't like, okay, let me get another turn. You're dead. You're dead. You understand? D-E-D. Dead. So Viserys gets to High Tide, cool name for a castle. Okay. And Corlys Velaryon, that man hold a grudge. Corlys Velaryon, if you remember first episode of Game of Thrones, when Robert Baratheon went all the way to Winterfell to tell Ned Stark, I need you to be hand of the king. You wait for the king. You know he's coming. You wait outside in the foyer. You got your people, you have flowers, you have croissants, you have apricots, you got music. You supposed to welcome, okay, the king. Corlys ain't welcome nobody. He got his son is sparring with his boyfriend. More on that later. Corlys is in the house. He got slides on. They make Viserys look so bad. Viserys came to the house. Where's Corlys? Oh man, he in the house. He watching the game. Okay, he's watching the Driftmark sea lions versus the Stepstones crabs. He's a big fan of Driftmark sea lions. The king comes inside. Corlys puts his real shoes on. His sister was like, "What up, big cuz? Are you well?" You know this man ain't well. He got 3 fingers. He got gloves on. He got arm stuff. He got COVID. He's coughing all over the place. I thought it was seasick. The man is vitted out. Are you well, girl? Stop playing with me. You know this man ain't well. This man is sickly. Talking about, is he well? He's like, yeah, how you doing, cuz? Let me shake your hand with the 3. He shake her hand with an eagle's foot. Hey, baby girl, how you doing? It's your cousin. Okay, no one respects this man. He comes to Corlys' house like, look, man, I apologize for not marrying your baby, but she was a baby then. She kind of looks like a woman now. She's too late. Okay, I already got the babies with Allison. My apologies. What I'm here to say is, why don't you marry Laenor to Ray Ray? Lele and Ray Ray. Okay? And Corlys is like, but first, what's the succession plan? He's like, he gonna be king consort, bro. Come on, you know what it is. She's the heir. First of all, the fact that nobody ever believes Viserys, no matter what he says, Viserys body, no one ever believes what he says. She's the heir. Okay, all right, yeah, you got the son. Okay, and he's like, okay, But how about their kids take the last name Valerian? And Viserys is like, come on now, man. My daughter is the heir to you. Okay, you know what? I don't feel good. Let me make you a deal. The kids can have Valerian as a last name, Valerion. But when whoever ascends the Iron Throne, boy or girl, they will reign as Targaryen. And Cordis is like, all right, bet. So then, so then after he leaves, his cousin is like, he just disgraced himself as king. I mean, he done came all the way over here and begged for for our son's hand in marriage. I mean, what? I said, boy, don't know. Hey, no matter what he do, don't nobody respect. Okay, he come over here and rode over here and asked for our son's hand in marriage. What kind of king? What kind of king? Right? He's Viserys Dangerfield. He Ronnie Dangerfield. And I get no respect. I get no respect. The king's supposed to be like, boy, shut up, marry my daughter, and everybody hush. Ain't no last name. The kids is Targaryen. Shut up. And people supposed to be like, Your Grace. They ain't supposed to be compromising. But you as the king, this is the decree. You supposed to decree and declare. You ain't supposed to chop it up with them and nah, man. So boom, we go back to King Landing. Alicent is talking to Larry Strong, which is quite the conundrum because his foot is not strong. He got a club foot, and this was just great subtext in the scene because they was saying stuff, but they wasn't saying stuff. He hobbled over there and he's like, "I'm so happy that Ray Ray's feeling better. Oh, I'm glad to see she is well." And she's like, "Well, what you mean? Oh, you didn't know? The Maesters, they had gave her the Plan BT. Yeah, yeah, I didn't know. I said, oh, the Plan BT? You know, and I thought she was sick. People had been asking. I didn't know. She got the Plan BT. And you know what? It has done wonders. And Allison sitting there like, what kind of tea? Or English breakfast? No, girl. No. Get rid of baby tea. It's a special blend. Only the Maesters know how to make it. And she was like, what? What? He's like, well, listen, well, don't get me to lying. I I am so happy to have been mistaken. I am so you know they call me Tiny Tim. That's Tiny Tim. I am so happy to have been wrong. Let me just hobble out your way. Because you know, people had heard she was coupling. They heard she was coupling, but it must have been a rumor. They must have been listening to Adele, you know, of House England. Rumor has it, but maybe she wasn't coupling. I'm glad to have been mistaken. Anyway, let me just get on out your way. I got to go see Man About a Mule, right? And she's just looking like, hold up, man. Now what? What? Oh, shoot. Right? Okay. So then Viserys is talking to Lionel. He's the new hand. And I'm gonna say, I like Lionel Strong. He's a good hand, which means A, he is either going to die, or B, he's not what I think. Because in my history of Game of Thrones, if I like a character, they either die or they up to no good. Lionel Strong done became the hand. I can't remember what he was prior to this, but I don't know if he was a master of war. No, he wasn't master of coin. I don't know what he was. If y'all know in the comments, tell me what he is. But Lionel Strong, he is a good hand, right? Because he's just a good hand. Okay. Right. And then we go back to uh Driftmark. And when Corliss, I forgot this part, when Corliss meets up with the king, he finds out that Rhea died. And I'm like, how Viserys don't know nothing? Oh, he's a master of laws. Okay. Master of laws. Thank you. So I just want to go back to Viserys. He didn't even know that Damon's wife died. He got to know more stuff. He got to know more stuff. He coughing all over people. He got to know more stuff. And it was great. I don't know if I'm a little early. Hold on, let me check when this thing happened. Okay, so this is when hold on, let me check my notes. Hold on. Okay, so this is when the the sh- uh the hand of the king was talking to Viserys, and Viserys was like, "Hey man, am I a good king?" And 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 Lionel was like, You ain't a bad one." He was like, "Maybe if I had been forged in like fire, like if I had been in some battles and stuff, I could have been better." And then he was like, "Well, you not really built like that." And he was like, "Wow. So you just gonna say I ain't built like that?" And he's like, "Yeah, I mean, some people are built like that and they don't want to be built like that, but they are built like that. You not really built like that, with all due respect. Everything with all due respect, make it seem better." He was like, "Dang, man, I feel like some people would lie to me and say I was built like that, but as always, you right." And I was like, dang, he told that man, like, nah, man. Nothing you would have did would have been better. You just not you are not that guy. You're not that guy, champ. You are not that guy. All right. So then Laner and Ray Ray was out walking on the beach, right? Like the human nature video. And it was really good subtext. She knew he was gay, but she didn't say, "I know you gay and I like my uncle and also Kristen Cole. And I kind of got a crush on one of them strong boys too." But the people don't know that yet. So I got 3 peens I kind of like, and you also have one you like. So it's four peens between the two of us. But she didn't say that. What she said was, you know, some people like roasted duck. Some people like goose. Okay. I don't really care too much for goose. Goose is coochie. I like roasted duck. Okay. That's peen. And people like what they like. And later was like, "I do like roasted duck. I don't like no goose." And she like, "You ain't got to like goose. You only got to like goose maybe 1 or 2 times. Enough to give me an air. Or maybe I can get an air a different way. You just gotta, in public, look like you like goose. In private, you can like duck. Switch out duck with one vowel." That's what he liked. Roasted. Rhyme with thick. Okay. And he was like, "Oh, you gonna let me keep my peen? Shoot, my cousin." And I was like, "Well, y'all really be marrying y'all cousins like other certain royal families from time to time who have married their cousins. In Game of Thrones, it's weird, but in the world of Earth, not that long ago, people had did that. Kings and queens and consorts and the like. Let me just let you know, some people be marrying their cousin. It ain't that unusual to be loved by anyone. So after the conversation about that, they're like, "Oh, bet." Lanor immediately goes to his boyfriend. It's like, "Bro, she ain't even tripping. She know about you, and I ain't tripping either. She could do whatever she want to do." And he was like, "I wonder who her Paramore is." And I'm like, "Oh, Paramore. I love that band. You are the only exception. You are and I didn't even know, like, I didn't realize Paramore was a word for something. I just thought that was the name of the band that I liked. Let me see what Paramore stands for. I mean, what it means. Because I was like, "Oh, that's that white girl that I like. She lead Paramore." Oh, it's spelled differently. A lover, especially the illicit partner of a married person. Oh, so like side chick or side peen. All right, boom. Paramore should have been playing in the background because you are the only exception is to the people they really like, the duck. I feel like black people made that up. You know, black people always got a way of saying something. They like, he ain't gay. They don't say stuff like that. They're like, boy, that boy like roasted duck. You understand? That boy don't like no goose. You understand me? That boy like roasted duck. Okay, you can feed him goose. It's too greasy. You understand me? That boy like roasted duck. So I'm like, oh, this is gonna be good. However, we go back to the boat. Rhaenyra, Kristen Cole comes and he shoots his shot from half court. He's like, look, I like you and I want you. Why don't you be with me? Because I went down to the free cities in Essos and I seen ships sail off with oranges and cinnamon. We could lay our, because you be complaining about titles all the time. Lay your titles down. Come and be with oranges and cinnamon and me. Okay, we don't got to be I don't got nothing but this white cloak. And I done soiled that when I took you to town. Last episode took me 30 minutes to take you to bed because I had to take my armor off. And I feel guilty about that. But if you would, you know what I'm saying, if you would let me love you and marry you down in Essos, we could be together down in Essos. Okay? Let me love you down in Essos. You be complaining about being queen and you ain't got to be. Let's run away. And when I tell you it was so like hard for him to hear the truth, she was like, boy, oranges, I am a Targaryen queen. I am not finna leave I am just complaining. I'm not finna leave all this stuff behind for some oranges and cinnamon. What is you talking about? No, I'm in the Red Keep. I got a handmaid in this. You want me to work and be musty potentially when I got a do I not take the dragon? I have a dragon. I'm not leaving a dragon to be a nobody with you. You look poor. I am the crown. Now I was venting. That's what's wrong with y'all, man. I was venting about my duties. I know a couple episodes ago, I said, oh, people would trade their spot with me. Well, I'll let them. I did not mean that for real. I was just really, do you see this outfit? Come on now. The dragon wears Prada. Now, you can take me down on the side. Let me get married to Lana real quick. You know what I'm saying? Fulfill my duty. Pop out a few airs. Pop, pop, pop. Me and you can be in this star culture. This man was like, you want me to be your whore? Ain't nobody said all that. I'm just saying, I'm not finna be selling with oranges. I have a dragon. He was hurt. He was like, oh, right? And there's a great quote in The Wire that is perfect for Kristen Cole. And it says, you want it to be one way. You want it to be one way, but it's the other way. You want people to get married for love and sell oranges and cinnamon down in Essos. So do I, in theory. I'm rich for real, and I have a dragon. I am finna be queen of the realm. Not finna put that down and be a nobody. Not for you, my guy. Sorry. Next scene, right? Allison Hightower, her daddy gone. She's trying to figure out what's up in King's Landing. She pulls Kristen Cole to the side, trying to figure out if Rhaenyra was sleeping with her uncle and if her dad was right or wrong. She go, good subtext as well. Hey, Kristen Cole, listen. I don't even know how to bring this up, but people are saying that the queen, and you know we all fall from time to time. Donnie McClurkin said, we fall down, but we get up. I understand if she fell, but I got to know. He said, yes. He didn't even let her finish. Yes, it's true. And I am guilty. Allison was like, wait, you're guilty. This man done dry snitched on himself. He carrying so much guilt over losing his virginity or breaking the chastity rule. He didn't realize she wasn't even talking about him. Ray Ray got so many men she rumored with. He don't know. He thought he was the only one. He don't, to this day, he don't know he dry snitched on himself. He said, look, I did it. I loved it. That tar coochie was hot. That dragon coochie was crazy. I ain't never had coochie that hot. That coochie was 102.8. Most coochie I done been with before I was in this was 98.6. This thing was hot fire. Dry line. That thing was 102.8. I can't stop thinking about it. It's making me crazy. I done shot my shot from half court in the middle of the ocean for her. I got shut down. And now you come here asking me if I slept with her. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. She's like, you're dismissed. And I'm like, boy, God, see, y'all got to, in this life, you got to own your stuff. You got to be like, what? I don't know nothing. But that man, he was smitten by the coochie. Smitten. He don't know which way is up. She got him outside looking for her in the daytime with a flashlight because that coochie, he like, Ray, where that thing at? I need a little more of that thing. Where is you? Marco Polo. I need some of that tarcucci. It did crazy things to me. I can't stop thinking about it. I done broke my vow. Where are you? So now Allison is like, hold up. And he's like, listen, don't geld me. I didn't even know what gelding was. He's like, don't geld me. Just kill me. Gelding is when you cut somebody's penis off. And this is why he struggled. His penis could have been cut off for having sex with the princess. And he was like, he was risking peen cut off or death. And he chose death. Coochie or death? Boy, ain't no way. Boy, I ain't finna be dead over no coochie when they got all these women down in the brothels. And you took the one coochie you couldn't take? The princess, right? So then we cut back to Viserys. This is actually the conversation when he asked him if he was a good king, and I forgot to say this. He had his forearm glove off. This man's arm was disgusting. I mean, just sores and leprosy everywhere. I mean, I was taken aback. I was like, fam, they get more leeches, and drink this. This man is gross. He is falling apart. Get him out of here. His arm, just let it go. This arm is nasty. He got the eagle claw on the one hand. That same arm is just, I know that thing smell crazy. It gotta be stanking. He withering away. Looked like he got a drumstick was left on the barbecue grill. It's disgusting. But I know that arm is funky. Caught up in that hot, sweaty glove all the time. What's wrong with him? He ain't recovered from that first episode. So then we go to the wedding. Okay, Ray got her updo. She got a little French rose, 90s updo. I said, okay, a little updo. Okay. Go to the wedding. Everybody chopping it up. Court is coming like black folks. You know, black folks late and we make an entrance. They chopping it up. The Lannisters. First of all, I love the Lannisters are nobodies. After them being so powerful in Game of Thrones, this time period when they are just rich, but they are nobodies, it does my heart glad to see them whack. Tywin Lannister, he did great for his house because Jason Lannister, boy, he was like, congratulations. She was like, it's so nice to be married to a good man. Not a bum like you. And he was just like, you right. I ain't really got nothing to say. Our house ain't that. We rich, but we not respected yet. That don't come until 200 years later with Tywin and Jaime and Cersei. So, boom. Corda's come in. All the white hair black folks come in. Little baby, Laener's baby sister, I forgot her name. But she's all grown up now, look like a regular adult. Now Viserys is like, I could have married you. I could have waited. She's black and beautiful. I said, okay, black people in here is good looking. I'm happy to see it. Black folks with them white hair, they in here good looking. Okay. Queen is late. This nigga Damon. And I literally said that when Damon came to the wedding, I said, this nigga Damon. And here's the funny thing. Damon gets banished to somewhere at the end of every episode. At another point in the next episode, he pushed through them double doors. What up, no? I mean, every episode, he come right back, popping off. He didn't get banished this episode. He almost did, but he don't care. He came in, no security, solo dolo. What up? I'm in here. Oh, Lena and Lena. Okay. Damon came in, the short crop. Lena had the little, she grew into her wig. They said, it's just great. Damon, I don't care that he is a terrible person. At least be entertaining. And he's entertaining. So then Viserys start making his speech. And Allison comes in the green dress. Put on your green dress. First of all, it's the first time in the whole series that she done got a fit off. Okay. She finally went down to Nordstrom, King Landing. She said, I'm the queen. Get me right. She was always wearing them homely clothes, sackcloth and ashes, burlap sacks. She said, boy, get me stylish Jay Bolin and hook me up. Carry me down there to Saks Fifth Avenue, King's Landing Avenue, and get me a fit off. And apparently that green dress was more than getting a fit off. It was the Old Town colors. And she letting people know, I got this from the end of the episode thing, let people know I stand with them high towers. I don't trust y'all Targaryens. I don't know what y'all finna do to my baby. I got the green dress on and I ain't jealous. And your boy Clubfoot, Tiny Tim, well, they only wear that green when they ready to go to war. That's what they tell me. But don't get me to lying. I don't know. I said, boy, I know they was just telling the audience that, but I loved it. Right? Now, let me tell you what. Allison walks up to the head table and she tells Ray, congratulations, stepdaughter. I said, stepdaughter? Who? Stepdaughter. She usually calls her Rhaenyra or princess. Hey, stepdaughter, steppy step. The Stepstones, were they talking about you or somebody else? Oh, someone else? Oh, I get so confused because I'm your grace. I said, oh, this is shady. This is on the shade room. It was great. You ain't my sister no more because you done lied about that penis. I was over here worried about your uncle. Now I found out it's your uncle and your Kingsguard, Kristen Cole from Dreamville. It is what it is. Gang, gang, or I don't bang. Okay? She threw out the flag. It is what it is. Old Town, cuz. Dead homies. On my father, the hand of the king. Now she playing the Game of Thrones. Now you done got in. She like Sansa Stark. It done took her a little bit. But now she realized, hey, baby, you in the game now. And I respect it. I said, okay, Alicent. Now, let me tell you what. Game of Thrones weddings, never good. My booty was clenched the whole episode. I'm like, well, something gonna happen. It's just too much posturing. Okay, Joffrey Longfoot, he go talk to Kristen Cole of House Dreamville. He's like, look, subtext aside, I'm gonna just get straight to it. I know you was taking down the queen. You got Targucci, Coochie all in your breath. I see it in your eyes. You was staring daggers at her. And also Alicent Hightower staring daggers at her when her uncle was dancing with her. And I see it in your eyes. You are her only exception. I see it. You that Paramore. I done caught you from across the room. You that Paramore, ain't you? And you know how I know? You know how I know? Because I'm that Paramore for Lena. Okay? That's my roasted duck. I know that's your goose, but that's my roasted duck. Okay? And let's just come to an agreement. I'm gonna protect him, you protect her. Let's keep a secret a secret. All right, Playboy? Roasted duck on 3. 1, 2, 3, roasted duck. By the way, they call me the The Night of Kisses. I don't know why. I don't know why they call me the Night of Kisses. I ain't even be kidding. I don't be kissing. You ain't never seen me kissing, have you? What have you heard? Have you heard anything? Okay. And then they just moving and shaking. And then I'm just like, boy, what's going to happen? I expect Rob Stark to come back. I know he did. I know it's 200 years later. But the last time I watched a wedding, I just thought it was a wedding. It ended up with Rob Stark dying. They was cutting babies out of stomachs. I didn't sleep well the whole night. Okay. And that's down there in that Walter Frey in them house. So I ain't been right since the Red Wedding. And that's one of the things that wasn't spoiled for me. I was watching that and I was taken aback when they done killed Rob Stark. And he had just been having a great campaign. And then he was dead. Everybody was dead. So I'm expecting something to pop off. As soon as I had that thought, there was rustling and brawling, and I know what happened. Rhaenyra and Daemon was about to kiss. Viserys is looking in the middle like, boy, I can't stop this girl for nothing. He still got COVID. He bleeding as well. Come to find out, Kristen Cole, House Dreamville, he couldn't take it. He did not like what Joffrey said. He went over there and starts socking Cuz out, right? Then Lionel Strong, he do this to his son. I don't know his son's name. This is the other one who got regular feet. You know, Clubfoot, Tiny Tim Strong is not strong. But he knows secrets. Strong boy, he is strong. I'm talking about he really is socking dudes out. Bow, bow. Yes, the DJ played Lucky If You Buck, Corey. Okay. He goes and pulls Rhaenyra out like, actually, I love you too. You just don't know that yet. And I'm socking dudes out on the left and the right because I got regular feet and they strong. When the crowd disperses, Kristen Cole of House Dreamville done beat Joffrey to death. Just this side of his face. Just literally beat that man to death. Beat that man to death. And Laenor screams out, no! My roasted duck! My roasted duck! Ah! My roasted duck! And when I tell you, they were supposed to have 7 days of tournament and feasting. The next scene, Laenor still, fresh in grief, is getting married while his boyfriend's blood ain't even dry in the room where he died. He's crying, unrelated to marrying Ray Ray. He crying. I be wed. Call you as my own. Oh, Joffrey. Come what may come. Oh my God, my roasted duck. My roasted duck. I don't want no goose. The rule was always to have goose, but also roasted duck on the side. Now I only have goose. I want to marry you. Okay, they get married. Viserys has a brain aneurysm. He's bleeding. He falls over. I thought he was dead. I didn't know he wasn't dead until the preview for next week. Rats are licking blood. Kristen Cole was finna kill himself. And Alicent was like, yay, don't. I need you. And I'm like, oh, Lord. What is going to happen? What is going to happen? Oh, Jesus. There's so much going on. I totally missed a part. Gerald Levert of House Royce, he went up to Daemon and was like, this is just Daemon at his best. He went up to Daemon in the middle of the wedding and he's like, in the Vale, men pay for their crimes. Daemon said, who are you? He said, I'm Gerald Levert of House Royce. Who? I don't know them. I'm your late lady wife's cousin. Oh, Gerald Levert of House Royce. That's right. Speaking of her, terrible accident. I don't know what happened. Since we had no heirs, isn't all of Roomstone mine? He said, what? Yes, because she died with no heirs. Roomstone, my stone. Gerald Levert wanted to fade. Now he got to do paperwork because Damon just doesn't play by the rules. Okay. He went over there, killed his wife just so he can come back to King's Landing and be like, nah, I ain't got no wife. And then Rhaenyra was telling him, well, you want to marry me? In Valerian, East Viscos, Mescos, Miscos. You want to marry me to go kill my dad like a real man? Take me back to Runestone, Dragonstone, Vasco Viscos, Metamobiscos, Metamusos. That's how they talk when they speak Valyrian. Parabiscos, Biscos, Metamusos, Valaskos, Valaskaka, Vigar, Hagar, Knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. He's like, no, I can't do that. What is Hiskos, Kiskos? Metamiscos, Riscos. Dang, you right. And then the episode is over. And in the preview for the next episode, everybody's older. The actress playing Rhaenyra is old and she out now. It's the older actress playing her. Looks like the actress playing Allison is older too now. I couldn't tell. But boy, this show's stressful now. I'm talking about stressful. I'm stressed. And when I tell you the one thing about the next episode preview, Viserys, man, God, dog. You down to the wispy hair. He got the Mad King fade. Remember the Mad King only had like a little bit. Burn them all. Burn them all. I said, Viserys, man, you might want to go ahead and give up the ghost because you just, boy, you ain't strong. Talking about what kind of king will I be? What will I be memorable? What will my song be like? You will have a jingle. Viserys, he was weak. That's it. You don't have no long song because you ain't did nothing but make mistake after mistake. Nobody gonna remember you, baby boy. They just waiting for you to die so the next part of the season can happen. If you was Uno, you was just a yellow 7. In a world full of draw 2s and draw 4s and skips and reverses and wilds. Baby boy, you just a yellow 7. Damon is a draw 4. Even Allison done went from to something to at least a draw 2. Okay, you is a yellow 7. You're just in the hand, baby boy. You don't do nothing. You can't change the dynamics of nothing. Nobody ain't never been excited to get a yellow 7. Like, oh, I got a yellow 7. That's you. You was a yellow 7 in a world full of draw 4s and draw 2s. You ain't nothing but a yellow 7. No reverse. You at least gotta, as a king, you at least gotta be skip reverse. You got to do something. Change the dynamic. You the yellow 7 and everybody got yellow in their hand. They just waiting for you to play their turn because they was gonna do whatever they was finna do. You don't do nothing. Everybody else got all the colors and all the good cards. You is a yellow 7. You got no skips, no draw 4s, no draw 2s, no nothing. You just got all colors. Matter of fact, you got a handful of yellows. You're not gonna win. You're not gonna win. You're gonna lose. You don't even ride a dragon. The last dragon you wore was Balerion the Black Dread. He dead. He been dead. You got no hands. You just a yellow 7, man. All right? Just go on and die. Low-key, and this is bad because I felt bad for Viserys, but I'm going to need you to die so we can trigger the next thing. You're holding up play. You're holding up progress. You're yellow 7. Put your card down so we can keep playing. You over here thinking about it. Oh, what should I do? Just put your card down and put your hand down because you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it. Okay? Just play your hand so the people who's playing for real can win because you don't have no strategy. You didn't even know that your brother killed his wife. Somebody else told you that. Why is that information not getting back to you? You ain't got no master whispers. Ain't nobody talking to you. Everybody else in the whole episode know this. You don't know? Oh, what? My bad. Boy, you're a yellow 7. Anyway, I'll see y'all next week. I don't know if I'll be able to do it the night of next week because I'll be on the East Coast, but I'll try. If not, I'll do this on Monday when I get back. Love y'all. See y'all. Peace, y'all.